What is success? And why do we feel the need to go after it, to succeed?
Tell niggas you love them. You hear me? Spread the love, man.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to my podcast, my YouTube channel. This is Makai Iman, your host, and welcome to Thoughts of an Overthinker. We all know that everyone has, or maybe you don't know, but everybody has their own definition of success and what that looks like for them. And for me, it's like success is just, I don't know. Like, I know what I want, but it's also like, do I ever really succeed fully? Like, do I ever just reach a point and it's like, I've succeeded, I'm done? Like, I don't think there is a point where I'm just gonna be like, all right, I did everything I want to do. I've succeeded. I mean, I think we experience success in different points in our lives, and I feel like because of the atmosphere, the environment that we live in, how society views success, it's like success is this thing that's all the way up here and only few people actually get to touch it, get to taste it, feel it, smell it. But I think success comes in different forms. So it's like whatever you decide, whatever you think is success for you, then you have become successful. This is not me being naive or like trying to say that it doesn't matter what you do with your life because you're successful either way. Like, I'm not saying that. I definitely think success is something that you have to work for, but it's up to you what it is that you want to work for. Like, I think getting a job, if that is your goal, to get a job so that you can afford to purchase your own car, that is success. You getting a job in this economy, that is success. You going out and pursuing your goals despite what others may think is success. Like, success. And that's why I don't really know how to answer that question of like, what is success to me? Because I feel like I've experienced success in different moments of my life. Like when I got accepted to NYU, that was success for me. Like, I was shook. I didn't get into school. I think it also depends on and that's one thing y'all gonna notice is that I'm gonna jump around. Just stick with me, please. But I think it also depends on how much you worked for it, because there's something about having had worked for something and then actually getting it, and then you feel like, wow, like I did that. Like, instead of just like having something handed to you, it doesn't really feel like success necessarily. Not saying that you can't get help along the way. I'm just saying, like, if you just didn't do anything to get to where you are at or to get the things that you want, it doesn't, for me at least, maybe I should just speak for myself, like that doesn't fulfill that success thing that I'm constantly looking for. So, but I think that we constantly are striving for success because, well, there's a pressure to do so everywhere. There's a pressure to be successful. But on the other end of that, it gives life purpose. It gives us a reason to get up and pursue the things that we are pursuing every day, because we have a goal. We have an end goal, a destination that we are trying to get to. And the journey, the journey is also success. Like me, I feel like I'm contradicting myself and kind of going all over the place, but basically, what I'm trying to say is that success is not just a fixed point. It's not like you've done this, this, and this, you are successful. You have reached success. Like, success is all over. It's whatever you decide it to be. Um, I really need a bigger mic because this, I do not like holding my hands like this for a long period of time. Like that. Constantly believe, like, I feel like believing that success is a fixed point is detrimental. I said it. Because it's like, if you don't reach that fixed point, that your that idea of success that is like right here, only people who touch this point reach this amount of money, make this much money, or is on TV, or is, I don't know, like, like these really extravagant lifestyles. If you don't have that, then you're not successful. Like, you haven't reached success. That is detrimental because not everyone is going to reach that fixed point, but that doesn't mean that you didn't succeed in life. That doesn't mean that you haven't made huge, great strides in your life to get to where you are at. And then what about the people who never even got a chance? Like, the things that they do in their lives right now to just survive, that is them, that's their success story. I don't think that it has to be a fixed point because everybody's life is different, everyone's path is different, everyone's journey is different. And if we're speaking about creatives, I think there's a huge pressure to get to this fixed point of success, that you have to be working on these huge production companies, you have to be getting paid, like you have to be on, like you have to be those type of actors or creators or directors, producers that are like high budget in order to say that you succeeded in the career that you're pursuing. Because if they don't see you on TV, if they don't see you um actually, if they don't see you on Broadway, if they don't see you doing something that's so big and extravagant, it's like, oh, well, she tried or he tried, but he just didn't make it. And it's like, really, like, what does it mean to make it, really? Like, and we talk about this in school all the time. Like, what does it mean to make it? You have to figure that out for yourself, because if you don't, other people are going to figure it out for you, and it's going to be this huge pressure to fit yourself in this tiny little fixed idea of what success looks like. And if you don't get to that point, you're going to feel like you failed. You're going to feel like you didn't amount to what you wanted to amount to. And it's okay if you genuinely feel like that's the point where you can say, I've succeeded. I'm not saying it can't be your goal, but don't, like, let that be your goal because it's your goal. Don't let that be your goal because you feel pressured to obtain this, with this idea of success, because that's not going to be helpful. And then you're not living your life for yourself. You're living your life to appease other people, to make other people happy, to make other people feel like you succeeded. But it's, in reality, the question is, have you succeeded? Do you feel successful? That is the question. We're not asking anybody else. We don't care what they think. If we're really getting into it, we can ask Makai and ask her, do you feel like you've succeeded thus far? Yes and no. I do think that I some days are worse than others. Okay, my mind is kind of like, it's ebb and flow. It's just, whew. One day I'm like, I feel on top of the world, like nobody can stop me, and then the other days I'm like, that should be me. That should be me. I need to get on my Zoom. I need to level up. I need to do something. I need to, really grind. I think I am successful in the sense that I haven't given up yet. Not yet. I haven't given up. I'm still pursuing my career, and I'm also like kind of enjoying the process as well. And I say kind of because, like I said, there are days that I just can't, and it's really frustrating, and I just want to burst into tears. Sometimes I wake up crying, y'all. Sometimes I do. I literally just wake up because I have to go to work, because I work a 9 to 5. Well, not 9 to 5, but I work a full-time job, and I'm just in tears because I'm not happy with my current situation. And that's just it. But I also try to remind myself that, like, even though I'm not happy with my current situation, it doesn't mean I'm gonna be here forever. And even then, those little things, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be here forever. I know that eventually I have to move out, but I don't want this to be my circumstance. I don't want my circumstance to be that I am working a job that has nothing to do with my goals, and that it takes, because right now it feels like my current job. I'm a receptionist at a boutique hotel in New York, and right now, while this is probably the best job I've ever had so far. I've only had a couple of jobs, but this is the one. I've been here almost a year, and it's, I love my team, and like, I genuinely have good days there, but it's also like, I'm not trying to be in hospitality. I ain't trying to do that. Not for the rest of my life. I ain't trying to do that. So it's also kind of like, dang, like, this is a good job. It pays pretty okay, especially for me right now. But it takes so much of my time. It takes so much of my time. And I'm like, what, how am I supposed to get there? How am I supposed to succeed if I'm constantly, life is like constantly like pulling me down at the same time when I'm trying to go up. Like, it's so, but I need a job. I can't not have a job. I have to have some way to take care of myself. I still need my own money to support the things that I want to support. I mean, how do you think I got this camera? How do you think I got this mic? How do you think I got this iPad? That came from me. I bought that. I bought that equipment. So I need a job. I needed a job to fund my career pursuits, my projects. And a lot of creators, that is the case. But it's also very, very frustrating and difficult when the job that is like funding these projects, you hate it. You don't want to be there. It takes up so much of your time. It's exhausting. It's like, sometimes I do feel successful because, I mean, how many people do I know are living in Jersey but work in New York? I don't know a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends don't work in New York that also live in Jersey. A lot of my friends aren't doing that. And not to say that I'm better than them or anything because I do that. I'm just saying, like, I'm recognizing my strength. I'm recognizing the things that I'm doing for me, for my pursuit, my projects, my happiness, like the things that I have to sacrifice in order to get things done. And I don't have to stay at this job. I know that. It was a choice, but it was also like, I was unemployed for like 6 months and I needed a job. So when this job came, I was like, thank you. At the end of the day, success is really what you feel is success for you, what your idea of making it is, and it's very important for you to figure that out if you don't already know. Because like I said, you want to be able to feel confident when you're going into different spaces, into different rooms, and people are going to have a certain expectation of you, especially when they hear what you're pursuing, your career that you're pursuing, the field that you're in. Every single time someone finds out I'm an actress, the first thing they want to do is ask me to perform something. And then if I don't, which I usually don't, because how embarrassing and weird and awkward, I'm not doing that. Like, you're not a casting director. Why would I just be like busting out a monologue for you just for kikis? And then, you know what it is? It's like, if if I do that and it's mad awkward and you're looking at me like, what the hell was that? Then what are we? I just don't like that awkwardness where you just look at them and you're like, oh, okay. Or it's silent. Like, I don't even want it. 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 So no, I'm not doing that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, you need to know walking into those doors, into those spaces, who you are, what matters to you, why you're doing this, all of that, what success means to you, because that is going to drive you. Not what other people want, what other people expect you to do, what other people consider success. It doesn't matter what they think. Yeah, period. But anyways, yeah, so this has been great, y'all. Thank you for tuning in again, and I'll see you in episode 3. This is Makai Iman, and this has been Thoughts of an Overthinker. Bye.